Goodbye, Marguerite. Come on, honey. Come on, honey. Come on, honey. Get out there. I said goodbye, Marguerite. And this is a worse signal than usual. Come on, YouTube, you motherfuckers. Goodbye, Marguerite. Hey, trolls. This fucking YouTube thing's not working right. Motherfuckers. I said goodbye, Marguerite. They wanted to know where Marguerite is. Hey, Little Lou, sorry about that. Little Lou, I'm gonna sing to you like Elton John, only about Marguerite. Goodbye, Marguerite. Does this sound just like him? Hey, Faye. Yeah, I don't know what happened. That was a weird one. Fucking YouTube pulling the plug on me. Little Lou got a new hairdo. Daisy just had some of my milkshake. That was a crappy milkshake, all watery. Goddamn high school kid. I said goodbye, Marguerite. I still don't think this thing's working that great. Fucking YouTube. How's your day going, Little Lou? You still pounding that alcohol? Or did you come to your senses? Oh, you're not an Elton fan? Come on now. Hey, Blue. Is that because you knew you could never steal them away? Because you don't have the right hardware? Look at these big rolls of steel. I hope these babies don't come off. That'd squash it like a grape. Just squash it like a grape. Benny and the Jets. Look at this. I don't think it's rolled steel. It's something else. Big wheels. Wheels keep on turning. Spring, Texas they're from. Yeah, the logs, they're all over around here. Big time. How you been doing, Faye? Partying? Oh, did they say that? Ah, those motherfuckers. Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it. I hope you said yes. They've been fucking me left and right for about 2 years. I can't wait to come over there to the UK, have crumpets and tea. Just sit around bored out of my mind looking at early colonial Victorian wallpaper. It's like, hey, Little Lou, let's go out to a bar. It's like they're closed. It's like, well, let's go to a concert. They don't have those here anymore. I'm hungry. Would you like some biscuits? No, I don't. It's like, I'm thirsty. Would you like some tea? I hate tea. Oh, I should have put one between his eyes with a pellet gun. Daisy's just contemplating her life. She said, I'm in Georgia now. Let me think about it. Oh, good. That'd be cool. Yeah, I'd like to go to some pubs. You think you can ditch that boyfriend for a couple days? Tell him to get lost? I was talking to this lady today when I got that sandwich. Her husband died a couple years ago. She's still celebrating. Anyway, she's a school teacher, 40 years. She's living with her parents now because they need her, and you know their lives coming to an end. She was looking at houses like down around Lake Oconee. It's like, fuck, yeah, I can forget it. She said a little small 2-bedroom house on Lake Oconee, it's like 40 years old, just sold for $740, and the people are totally renovating it. That's what the state of economy is now. People that work their whole life, and to live in a decent neighborhood, you need like $800,000. Fucking crazy. Yeah, I like that how you do the pine over there. Yeah, well, let's drink some dark. Yeah, it's crazy what shit costs. I think the economy is about ready to go tits up. I really do. I bet a year from now it's going to go bust. Oh, the sound went off? Yeah, this thing's asking weird. I mean, worse than normal. Because I said, goodbye, Norma Jane. Keith Richards said he's nothing but a punk that sings about dead women. Keith loved people dead for the last 25 years. So they don't get along. He called him Reg, because his name's Reginald. I was talking to that place about their brisket today. I'll show them how to cook that shit. Like brisket or anything like that? Like I've been doing, salmon, stuff like that. Do you have that? Oh, that's cool. I've been on that road about 20 times probably. I'd love to just get a job pushing that snow around, like 20 feet thick. It's the highest spot in the Continental Divide. Hey, Ray. Another 6 to 8 feet. That much? Wow. You drive through there and you just, you can't get anybody to cut your grass nowadays. Can you imagine if they had the current state of affairs with labor then that they have now? They'd have made all the highways around the mountains. You couldn't get anybody to come to work. Yeah, highest paid road. I haven't been last time I was out there was about 15 years ago. The most spectacular road you'll ever drive on your life, even Charles Kuralt said this, is the east entrance near Red Lodge going into Yellowstone. That fucking thing's closed in July because of snow. You never know. I got screwed out of it 2 years ago. Couldn't cut through there. Beartooth Pass, it's called. Look it up, Beartooth Pass. Oh, good for you. Blue, are you going to go up there and take a drive up there in your Camaro? Oh, what's that for, Little Lou? What's the ball for? What's the event? Yeah, I want to come out there and take you driving down it. How long would it take to drive over all the way, like Grand Lake, and then back to your house? Like a whole day? Look at this dumbass. He's not supposed to even be in that lane. That's the like truck version of the police down here. Oh, 8 hours? Yeah, that's what I thought. Yep, 8 hours. I'm heading to Michigan Sunday. Oh, Survivor's the second. There's another one of these motherfuckers. God damn it. Survivors of sexual abuse? Oh, that'd be cool. Oh, good. That's nice of you to go. Survivor of a sexual abuse. Is everybody going to be just bummed out there and depressed, or that'd be a tough one, I think. No, that was in Michigan where the little boy came up missing. Michigan. It wasn't in Colorado. Oh, okay. Sexual abuse. Yeah, that wasn't in Colorado. It was in Michigan. Blue lives in Colorado. Yeah. I don't really understand how a kid that young gets lost in the woods. And what the hell is he doing out there to begin with? Yeah, but how does the kid get away from the adults? Yeah, doesn't sound like it. I see the media made up some big horseshit story that the kid was eating pine cones and sleeping under leaves or some horseshit. They just can't help themselves. They said we found the little Tommy Reed. He was 6 years old. He was under a stack of Playboy and Hustlers and Penthouse, and he survived the night. So, like, that's my son. That's my little Tommy. Tommy credits a centerfold for keeping him alive. Yeah, these stories are so full of shit. You know, they had that plane crash in Beaver Island in Michigan a couple years ago. They had to write another lie that the father placed himself in front of the little girl before it crashed. Yeah, right. In an airplane cockpit? Yeah, okay. I am so skeptical of these stories. They know what sells. I think 99% of these near-death experiences are horseshit too. And these planes crash, you know, you're in a fucking fighter jet, you're doing an air show, everything goes to hell, you don't know fucking up from down. Before you know it, you smash into a fucking field, you have no fucking idea where you're at because you blacked out and you got disoriented. And then they say the fighter pilot meticulously steered the aircraft away from nearby homes. Yeah, right, sure. That was this week. What about the one last week that flew right into the side of a fucking apartment complex? Yeah, the whole story sounds like bullshit. Looking for firewood. I think it's a bunch of bullshit. I bet those parents are white trash and they've got criminal records. Goodbye, Norma Jean. I don't believe these bullshit stories they make up. They just don't seem truthful to me. Now, if I'm out in the woods and I've got some big-breasted 18-year-old with a perfect body and not an ounce of fat, I guarantee you she's not getting lost. You get my point? You got some little brat, he's not doing shit in school, he's incorrigible, doesn't have any manners, you can't teach him anything, you know he's going to be a lifelong problem. So you just say, Johnny, why don't you head that way and look for some firewood? We'll meet you back here in about a half hour. When they found the kid, the dad silently said to himself, God damn it, they found him. That's true, right? This Dateline, these Dateline, Secrets Uncovered, you know, those series you're on. Man, they've been sending some of these people away with the flimsiest evidence there is. Back in the day, you could take your wife out to the Grand Canyon and just push her ass off the side and nobody batted an eye. Now, it ain't happening like that. They're all over your ass. Now they bring in these experts and they say from that distance, in that height, and hitting these rocks, they should have had these injuries. Fuck, you're fucked nowadays. and that, if what they said, what they testified to was true, this couldn't have been what happened. You'd think if you just had a marriage at oneself and you were in the Grand Canyon, you just kicked her ass off the side, that it wouldn't matter. All that would matter is that it was high enough. When that 245-pound wife hit the bottom of that canyon, it echoed for miles. All the animals would wake up and think, what the fuck was that? And you'd look down there, and there she was, flatter than a pancake, 250 feet deep. And you'd say, this is perfect. You say, honey, are you okay? Not a peep. Mission accomplished. Then you go back and you grab yourself by the nuts as hard as you can, so you start to have teary eyes. You say, my wife got near the edge of the canyon and she went to take a picture and trying to keep a straight face, and she slipped off. And I'm so upset about it. Then you bring in a Jewish psychiatrist to testify that some people experience grief different than others. That explains no tears, that you're in shock. And you're just trying to act like a total kook, like you're having a nervous breakdown, even though this worked just as you planned. Then they say, Tom, would you be willing to take a lie detector test? You gotta say, yeah. Then you just load up on Valium. It's like, absolutely, I take one, but I want to ask, do you think I had anything to do with my wife's death? You're thinking to yourself, is there some fucking satellite up there or something that I didn't know about? It's like, no, we just want to do a thorough investigation, and we want to make sure she slipped. And I said, oh, she slipped all right. Then they'd be all over my ass. Did you hear that comment he made? He didn't show any grief. He just had this kind of smug smile on his face. And he said she slipped all right. And then you'd just be waiting for that dreaded question. Did you and your wife get along? No, not really. Have you had sex? No, we haven't had sex in about 10 years. It's like, when's the last blowjob you got? That was about 20 years ago. Okay, then why would you two be going on vacation? It's like, well, the same reason you go on vacation. It wasn't perfect, and, we had aged, and, our sex life died, and, you don't have to have sex every day to want to take someone to the Grand Canyon. And then they'd say, well, Tom, we got your wife's camera, and there's a photo on there of you smiling as she was falling. I said, that's a bunch of bullshit. I wasn't smiling. I was grieving. Lulu, I'll offer you 25,000 American dollars to be my witness. You're a good girl, huh? Oh, these trees have filled in just perfect. What a nice spring this has been. We've had spring for 2 months already down here. Lulu, I want you to get a mirror, one of those mirrors you hold in your hand like the plastic handle. And I want you giving this whole thing away with facial expressions. Tanya Dancer. Elton John is on my mind today. Elton says he's retiring for good now. I've had enough of him. This guy baling his silage. This lady I talked to, her husband died 2 years ago. She could hardly refrain her giant smile. She's 62. I said, are you dating at all? She said, no, I don't think I'm interested. Yeah, well, that shouldn't be a problem. About 100 pounds overweight. Hey, Murph. She said she's a very Christian woman. It's like, okay, well, so I suppose that's no porn collection. I think colloidal, every fucking kook I ever knew took that colloidal silver. It's like witchcraft. Be lucky if you don't get breast cancer taking that shit. Look, the buzzards are circling. Oh, yeah. Wisconsin Sargento cheese. Oh, good for you. Yeah, wait till you see the prices of these new houses. It's crazy. It's fucking nuts what shit costs. I mean, even out here it's getting expensive. Pressure treated wood. Yeah, I know it. I know it. Aiken's cool. I liked Aiken. I took that dog over to Aiken. I got a Krispy Kreme. I come over there, I'll get Washington. They got a like the